I'm Jason Hall, and I'm working in Dan Littman's lab at NYU. I have a background in mucosal immunology, so I did a lot of work focusing on how commensal bacteria, as well as vitamins and metabolism, plays into regulating homeostasis as well as immunity. So while I was doing my PhD, I became very interested in how chronic stresses can lead to inflammation and how that in turn can result in transformation or oncogenesis. And I felt that if I was going to do this well, I needed to really get a molecular handle on the biology that I was studying. The mucosa is the gastrointestinal environment that I often think about, which is coming into contact with the commensals and is more or less the dividing barrier between the outside environment and host tissue. And so it's a very unique environment, as I said, and that's always challenged. And, and it's home to these cells that play very pivotal roles in regulating responses to chronic insults like bacteria, regulating wound responses. And all of these factors are important to think about when you have inflammation-induced oncogenesis. So the GI tract as well as the liver are two sites that are prone to inflammation-induced cancer. And actually my interest in Dan's lab is the liver gastrointestinal axis. The mucosa is fascinating because it is under this kind of chronic state of stress. And so it has a lot of cell types, immune cell types, present all the time that you only see elsewhere in certain types of inflammation and maybe even cancer. What I like about science is that you never know how something works. You keep making, even if you make a big discovery, afterwards you're going to have incremental gains. And even if you have that big discovery, very rarely is that going to be the end of the story. And I just think it's kind of an endless journey. So that's something that I really like. Just having the fellowship, wow, it's a huge stress relief. I think that science is, great when you're allowed to think about science. So the fact that I have this fellowship, that I have generous support from not just Dale and Betty Frey, but also from the foundation in general, get to meet people periodically and talk about science, not just from a technical aspect, but also from a layperson's aspect, which really also increases my depth of thought, is just a great opportunity.